And it's going to be three Chicagoland products who are coming on for the Fire. Brian Gutierrez, Mauricio Pineda, and Justin Reynolds. So in the most important 30 minutes of the season, Chicago are turning to their homegrown products. And it pops out for Pineda. Gutierrez again, back for the Bolingbrook native. Mauricio Pineda squares it across, and it's Justin Reynolds! And the Fire have retaken the lead! Justin Reynolds delivering possibly the biggest goal of the year for the Chicago Fire. What a shootout it has been. And is there an eighth goal in store? Gutierrez from distance. Oh, what a finish! And if that's how the Chicago Fire get back to the postseason, so be it!
What you'll see from the group is a committed group. A group that when you watch play will both entertain you, but you'll be proud for how they're working for each other and working for the city of Chicago. I consider the Chicago Fire sleeping giants.
We are going to need those homegrowns not only during this year's playoffs, but for years to come. What's up, everybody? I am Gabe Ramirez, host of Inside the Fire, where we give you a closer look at the team and how our season has been progressing. And on today's show, no different. So the goal of the season has always been playoffs, right? Coach has been talking about it, the players have been talking about it, and after a huge win against Minnesota United, the goal is simple. Out of your next 4 matches, you gotta win 2. Just 6 points to make the playoffs for the first time since 2017. Well, first up was the team that was above them in the table, the Columbus Crew, and then a match against the legend himself, Lionel Messi and Inter Miami. Not an easy path to the playoffs, but who likes easy?
If you're not up for every game, you're gonna lose, and that's this league. So for us, we have a long way to go.
He's goofing, but it's gonna be a foul against Chicago. The diving header, but the offside flag is up.
Final decision is no goal.
There's no comfort here. We have a massive week coming up with 2 games, and we have to perform well.
Viene con el centro.
Kuipers, is this the second? Yes! Well, it is a huge goal in this contest, but an even bigger goal in the playoff picture.
When you get this close to the end of the season, and there's a lot riding on the line, guys want to perform, they want to play. The message of being difficult to play against, they took to heart. So, that's what we go down to Miami and do the same thing.
Today, you're going to be asked to take it to the limit. Each and every one of you are going to be asked to go all out. And what are you going to do?
In swinger from Haile Selassie, nodded straight down and in. It's Jay Davila. And the Chicago Fire strike first on the biggest game that the club has seen in nearly a decade. And there goes Jonathan Dean. Off the feed from Kouame. Jonathan Dean is in on goal. And still Dean now goes for it and it sneaks in. And Jonathan Dean provides the second for the Chicago Fire. Can you believe it? In swinger for Messi. Still loose in the area and it sneaks in. Miami just simply have one back. And the game is very much back on. Haile Selassie, Kouame, still Kouame! And it's 3 for Chicago. It seems like every time they go on this side of the field, they find the back of the net. They are tearing Miami to shreds, and they restore their 2-goal lead. Falls nicely for Rodriguez, chops it back. It's Suarez! They've clawed their way back in once more. Finding Suarez, who goes for the curler. That is sensational from Luis Suarez. And Chicago see 2 different 2-goal leads disappear. Gutierrez again, back for the Bolingbrook native. Mauricio Pineda squares it across, and it's Justin Reynolds. And the Fire have retaken the lead. Justin Reynolds delivering possibly the biggest goal of the year for the Chicago Fire. What a shootout it has been. And is there an 8th goal in store? Gutierrez from distance. Oh, what a finish! in absolute style at the home of Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Inter Miami.
It's amazing. Get back into the playoffs for Chicago Fire, and we're not done here. Plenty more to go.
First of all, I'm really proud of this group. Congratulations to all of you. It's been a hard year. It's been a tough year. We're back in the playoffs. We want you to enjoy it, but we also want to think about Saturday. What do we want? Do we want to try to keep climbing? If we do, it's really about how we recover and get ready. This game took a ton out of you guys. I see your faces. You worked your off, right? Humid conditions, battling against a good team, and you guys hung in there and got the winner. Amazing, 5 goals. Okay, this ball goes to someone that I'm just amazed by, because he's got a positive attitude every single day. He didn't get the game time he was expected all year, and he comes in and does his work and trains and is a great teammate. And then he gets an opportunity to finally start, plays out of position, and he has a game and a half. Mohamed, I'm so proud of you.
Well, thanks so much for the words. Thank you guys for your help. Huge win. It's not easy to come here and score 5 goals. Great way to make the playoffs, and let's just keep going from here and let's get a home win next Saturday.
Oh, that was nasty. I've been telling you guys all season long, this is a fun team. And they've scored 68 goals this season. That is a new club record. Think about that. Coach Berhalter has these guys playing a cohesive style of soccer that is not just elevating everyone's game. I mean, Guti, who's having an amazing offensive season, but think about it. You put in Pineda, you put in Reynolds late in the game against Miami, and their chemistry comes through from the practice to the pitch. I mean, it was beautiful. And the result, playoffs. Yes, playoffs for the first time since 2017. But the cool thing is that the men in red, they still had 2 matches left where they could potentially move up the table. So, first up, back at Soldier Field for the last regular season home match of the season against a tough Toronto FC that fought very hard to the very end.
When I look at it, it was just a game of changing momentum. Although we gave up 2 goals, it wasn't something where we felt like we can't get momentum back. And it was a game that where we talk to the guys all the time about is, you know, there's going to be times in the game where the opponent has the upper hand. We just have to deal with it. You don't get flustered. You keep, you know, trying to score, and you know, and we're able to do that.
For the most part, you know, we're excited that, you know, we qualified for playoffs. And then just going back after the game and, you know, seeing the standings, there's room for us to actually keep climbing, right? So our goal now and our objective is hopefully get out of the play-in game. Like you said, the first thing was, you know, to make playoffs this year. Fortunately, we achieved that, but now, you know, as this group, we believe in ourselves that, you know, we can even go, you know, even farther than that.
They've been doing a great job lately, Toronto, tied 7 games in a row, and they have quality players. So for us, it's, you know, we're not taking anything for granted. We know that they're going to be motivated to come in here. Georgie's going to be very motivated to come in here. So for us, it's just focusing and being professional about what we do. You know, nothing changes. It's really about us trying to execute our own game plan.
Fan Appreciation Night as the Fire take on Toronto FC, looking to continue to climb up the table going into the playoffs. In the 27th minute, center back Jack Elliott scores an own goal to give Toronto a 1-0 lead. Later in the match, Jack Elliott responds with the header off Philip Zinkernagel's corner kick, tying the match at 1-1 in the 71st minute. 18 minutes later, looking to fix his mistake, it's Elliott again off the free kick from Zinkernagel to give the Fire a 2-1 lead late in the match. But in the 98th minute, Jonathan Bamba gets called for a penalty in the box, resulting in a penalty kick for Toronto. Lining up for the penalty, former Fire midfielder Georgi Mihailovic, and it's blocked by Brady, but Mihailovic scores on the rebound to tie the game and force the draw. Tough result for the Fire, but coming up, the men in red head to New England on decision day to finalize their playoff seeding. Then later, an all-access look at the Chicago Fire's first playoff appearance since 2017. Buckle up, more Inside the Fire coming up after this. Welcome back to Inside the Fire. I am Gabe Ramirez, and in MLS, the final match day of the season is called Decision Day. Doom, doom, doom. Obviously, the outcome of that day decides where people are going to line up for the postseason, and that was no different for your Chicago Fire. A win or a draw meant that they'd have one more match at SeatGeek Stadium in Bridgeview, but a loss meant that they'd have to go on the road for that wild card play-in. So, standing in front of them, a New England Revolution team that was not going to lay down for the Chicago Fire. Check it out.
Down from the South Bay 30 miles, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and the conclusion of the 8th-month carnival of the 30th MLS regular season. Chicago has been dragging around in search of the answer after Alhassan Yusuf scored in the opening minute of the game. New England 1, Chicago nothing. Halftime here. Decision Day 2025.
Guys, we've been working with each other for a while now. Do you have more to give? Phil. Guys, the disappointment is because we know what this game means, and this is how we come out. That's the disappointment. Guys, what do we want to do here? Now, I know you can do better. I know we can do better. Now it's just about doing it, okay? The results right now, if we win, we're out of the play. We're out of the plane if we win. Think about that, guys. How much do you want it? That's all we want to see. Is you guys wanting it. That's all we want to see. Only thing that's important to us.
Chicago, 2 substitutions. Brian Gutierrez, Sergio Orahel, the other 2 debut here in the second stanza. Oh, it's right on for Zinkernagel! Phillip filling it up again. 30-goal contributions. His 15th score. 1-1. Heel on the pass, turns him on! They adore Door in New England. 2-1. Farrell was down in added time, so it's added to the suspense here late. Zinkernagel. Pinball effect. Kuiper's a chance. Turner. It's clipped in. Joel Waterman keeps the attack flowing. Will it be an own goal? It's 2-2. They will host for the moment. With all things else being equal, the wild card game Wednesday night, mesmerizing in Massachusetts, 2-2 the final.
Yeah, man, unfortunately, just, not the outcome the Fire wanted, but that match shows you that this team right here will fight to the final whistle. Shout out Joe Waterman for forcing the own goal in the 99th minute. So here's what that did do. All right, it locked the Fire in to the 8th spot where they'd host the wild card match against Orlando City SC at SeatGeek Stadium. So for a game as big as this one, there is no one else that we'd rather have hype us up than former Fire forward and 2013 MLS MVP, our guy, Mike Magee.
On the eve of our first playoff appearance since 2017, some of you, if not all of you, are getting that feeling in the bottom of your stomach. It's that excitement, that joy, that playoffs have arrived, that intrinsic thing you thrive for is back. The time to step up and give 110% to your squad. As Fire fans, we have a responsibility to give our all every game, every minute, every day. If you identify yourself with this club, then ensure the good outweighs the bad. Challenge yourself to never quit, for how can you expect the squad to do the same? For the team, as always, we are behind you. Our expectations may be high, but we are not unreasonable. You are in the playoffs because you have talent, strength, passion, and commitment. I challenge you, we as fans challenge you, to never take a game off, never take a playoff, ever.
Mauricio Pineda squares it across, and it's Justin Reynolds, and the Fire have retaken the lead.
We will be your rock. We will be unwavering, and we will stand beside you always. Bring the strength back, bring the pride back, and put us at the top forever. We will be strong for you every game, no matter our numbers. All we ask is you do the same.
And if that's how the Chicago Fire get back to the postseason. So be it.
It is your privilege to wear the colors, as it is ours. It is our honor to stand behind you, as it should be yours to play for us. If you leave it all out on the field every game, nothing can stop us. No matter who we play, make 11 into 1, make us proud, and let Chicago be known for all time.
A goal 8 years in the making for Chicago Fire, who lead in the playoffs here.
As we welcome you to SeatGeek Stadium and the opening game of the MLS Cup playoffs in 2025, it's Chicago Fire and Orlando City. For the first time in 8 long seasons, Chicago Fire have hope. 2017, the last time they played in this sort of game. 2009, the last time they found any sort of triumph in the playoffs. So it's now or never. Both Chicago and Orlando enchanted by possibility, in awe of the potential of what this night and what a victory might bring. Big day for some more than most. Brian Gutierrez, born and raised in Berwyn, Illinois, just 6.5 miles north of here, came to the stadium to watch Chicago Fire as a fan for many years. Now has a major chance of providing a major impact.
Feel the strength of the arm next to you. That's your teammate. Rely on your teammate tonight, guys. No one has to do it alone. Get everyone next to you. Feel that strength. We go out and we'll get a win.
Do all the little things that make us great, guys, and we'll win this game. It's 100,000 small little plays today that are going to make up the big picture. And the big picture is us in the next round.
So it feels like old times here at SeatGeek Stadium. The place is buzzing, the fans are bouncing, and it feels like playoff time in Chicago again. Something they haven't had for so long.
We died for this man!
The very definition of failure or success can be garnered within these next 90 minutes, where tests and tease is right.
Everyone together tonight. There's going to be hard moments, there's no doubt about it. But let's stick together. Let's go from the start, attack them for the first 15 minutes, get in behind them, then we can play. Come on now, let's go! We don't three! Come on! 1, 2, 3, wait!
The playoffs underway. Zinkenagel's ball in, the heads go up, and it's a fabulously met header in the centre of the penalty area, and headed wide by Jack Elliott. We're looking to get involved. Here's Gutierrez. Twisting and turning. Gutierrez lets fly here. Well wide of the intended target. We're on the edge of the penalty area, looking to wriggle through. Zinkenagel amongst tight quarters. It's found its line out to Ola Helen behind here. Gutierrez. Lovely ball in behind. Kuipers! Very good save. And behind for a corner. Fizzed in, required saving. It's still not cleared away. Eventually, at the second time of asking, Gillespie able to gather. It's a long ball forward now. Ugo Kuipers is onside here. Kuipers in behind. It's a major opening for Chicago Fire. Here they come again. Into the path of Bamba. Bamba across goal. Very good save. Chicago Fire still with ideas aplenty. And breathe. Goalless, the score at half-time. So a game littered and coated in half chances. Do we have it all in the second half?
Hey, who wants it more?
They play sideways and then they try.
It's gonna be about the small things now. We're playing so well. It's gonna be about maintaining that and the small, decisive movements, guys. All you're doing a really good job. Our defensive shape is amazing. Keep it up, keep fighting, keep working together. All right, here we go. First 10 minutes, same mindset, nice and aggressive. We take it to the next level.
As it stands, goalless on a gargantuan night. Lovely ball forward now for Ugo Kuipers across goal. He goes! Just away from the initial target to the edge. Gutierrez towards goal. Well charged down by a whole host of purple jerseys as Dean tries to force a way through. Goal to wait and feed down the line. Angled ball play in. Gutierrez! Goal! Comes from the boy from down the way, Brian Gutierrez, who used to come to SeatGeek Stadium to watch Chicago Fire. What a moment for him. Chicago Fire find themselves in a place they haven't been for a very, very long time, leading in the playoffs. In the build-up they find Gutierrez again. Gutierrez! Whisker away from two. So they have some defending to do here. Bamba! 1-on-1 1 for 2. Very good save. Zinchenko into Jonathan Bamba. Gil Kuipers goes in. Saraugo! Hugo Kuipers with the goal. For the first time since 2009, Chicago Fire have hope in the MLS Cup playoffs. A goal that means so much in these parts. A moment they have craved for so long. It's away towards the edge. Very good save by Brady. Bamba getting closer and closer to goal. Towards the edge he goes. Zinchenko into the path of Kuipers! Once again in front of Section 8. Chicago's number 9 puts Chicago Fire on cloud 9 here. The clock counts down SeatGeek Stadium. Chicago Fire find victory in the playoffs.
Let's go.
For the first time since 2009. Greg Berhalter guides Chicago Fire into the next round.
What a group and what a performance tonight. I love when they get rowdy because it's so intimidating for the opposite. So yeah, just keep coming. We need you guys. We need you.
In the 70th minute, the Union break through. Substitute Mikhail Uwa threads a pass to Indiana Vasilov, who finishes low into the right corner, giving Philadelphia a 1-0 lead. And just 5 minutes later, enter Milan Olaski, who takes a pass from Ty Barabo, dribbles it into the box and rifles it into the top corner. Philadelphia now up 2-0. The Fire refused to fold. In the 84th minute, Jonathan Bamba pounces on a loose ball after a corner scramble and gets the Fire within 1. Then, drama in stoppage time. Former Union defender Jack Elliott unleashes a long-range thunderbolt that flies into the lower right corner in the 3rd minute of added time, and now the game was tied at 2. Now, at the end of regulation, we head to the penalty shootout. In round 1 of the penalty shootout, Chris Brady makes an amazing save, but is matched by Andre Blake of the Philadelphia Union against Jack Elliott. Then after goals by Hugo Kuipers and Brian Gutierrez, Joel Waterman hits the top of the crossbar, leaving an opening for Philadelphia, where Jesus Bueno seals it up and takes the victory for the Union in Game 1 by hitting the back of the net. Fire lose in penalties 4-3. Fire almost pulled that one off. It felt kind of like by the middle of the match, the Fire felt like they could hang with the Union, and that was without Philip Zinchenko, who was an early scratch in that one. But the good news is, this is the first of a 3-game series. So November 1st, we want to see you guys out there at SeatGeek Stadium for that second match against Philadelphia Union, and hopefully the Fire could bounce back, put some pressure on the opposing team, and force that Game 3. Again, I hope to see you guys there. All right, Fire fans. I'm Gabe Ramirez. That is a wrap for this episode. Y como siempre, like always, fire up y vamos Fire.